This week I'm going to tell you about Icebreaker.
Okay, cute.
I will tell you right now, it's spicy.
Nice. Should I read it, but only read the spicy parts?
I should have, highlighted, The main character is Anastasia.
Ooh, Anastasia.
Yep. Anastasia and Aaron are ice skating partners. Their goal is the Olympics. They're roommates with Lola. Anastasia...
I ruined it.
Anastasia is in a situationship with this guy named Ryan. They're basically friends with benefits. He is the captain of the basketball team.
Ew. Troy Bolton.
Can you picture it? I know, right?
Okay.
Actually, picture Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift. Okay. That's what I pictured the whole time. We are very team Travis and Kelce.
Her and Aaron, her ice skating partner, have they been skating together years and years?
Ooh, good question. No, actually, her skating partner didn't make it into the same college as her, and Aaron's skating partner, same situation.
Oh, okay.
So they're both without partners, so they partner up.
Okay, but there's no hey, we're ice partners. We're partners.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
The book starts where all the sports teams are basically gathering together to be lectured. They're in trouble because there's this tradition where sports teams will haze each other. Mm-hmm. But it's gone too far this year, and somebody smashed the generator and the cooling system at the rink. Mm-hmm. They have 2 rinks because they have a very successful hockey team and a very successful ice skating team.
Okay.
And so one of the rinks is out of commission. And the sports... What's his title? Sports director?
Sure.
There's an official title. Obviously, I didn't do sports in college. If you didn't already know.
I'm not a big... I like the sports, but...
Director of sports is too far. Enough
that costs so much money.
Yeah. And time to fix. So now, both the hockey and this ice skating teams have to share a rink. Nathan, who is the captain of the hockey team, comes up to Anastasia and is oh, bummer, this sucks. I'm sorry we're in this predicament. What are we going to do, right? And Anastasia, does not even care. Doesn't
you're a gross hockey player.
Yeah, and there's very much, hockey ice skating. Yeah. They don't intermingle. She's never even, met him before, so she's why are you even talking to me? I don't have time for this. Her day is planned out, to a T, which I feel like that's what I picture an Olympic gold medalist being like. While Nathan is talking to Anastasia, he's well, we're having a party tonight. You might as well come and, let off some steam. And she's
let off steam? Ever heard of a gold medal?
Also, I already have a guy for that, so bye.
I want to know who broke the generator.
Great question. While he's in this meeting, he notices one of his teammates looking awfully guilty. So Nathan goes up to Russ and is what'd you do?
Yeah.
And he's no, it's not what you think. I was non-committally dating this girl, and I didn't realize she had a boyfriend. And so the boyfriend freaked out. He's the one that smashed the generator.
Bust the windows at you,
generator. And Nathan is a very loyal friend and a very loyal captain. And so he's okay, it wasn't your fault. There's nothing we can do about it now. Maybe don't sleep with somebody that has a girlfriend. A boyfriend.
Just check on that.
So that night they have a party at their place, and Anastasia does show up.
Okay.
With her roommate, Lo. Nathan, who is Travis Kelce, I'll just point is oh, she came! Goes up and talks to her, and she, again, could not care less about him. Get out of my life.
She rejected his friendship bracelet.
Yeah, probably. Lola, the roommate, starts talking to one of Nathan's coaches. Mm-hmm. This coach is actually Nathan's best friend growing up. They're the same age. They graduated together. They were supposed to play hockey together, but he was injured in a skiing accident.
So now he's just coaching.
Because he's now a wheelchair user.
Oh, okay.
Lola and Robbie hit it off.
Cute.
Ryan, who's her, friends with benefit, actually starts talking to a girl named Olivia. Nathan is still trying to, become friends with Anastasia. This does a little bit cause drama between her and Aaron, who is her ice skating partner, because Aaron is pretty quick to Nathan's just a distraction. Like, why
Right,
are you
like,
even, like, talking to him?
Yeah.
So it kind of causes tension between her and Aaron. He also says, why are you even hanging out with people from the hockey team? They're the reason why the rink is smashed, and Nathan knows that. And so Anastasia's like, wait, you're trying to start this, like, friendship with me, and you're like, you're not even truthful with me?
Right.
Like, I can't trust you.
Like, we're not just, like, frat boys messing around, like...
Yeah, like, this is literally my future. So, eventually news breaks. Everybody knows what happened to the generator. There was a little bit of, like, story discrepancy. Some people say it's because Russ got her pregnant, but Russ is like, no, I didn't. The boyfriend did. She blamed Russ, and the brother's the one that smashed it, and he was like, no, it was the boyfriend because he was jealous. Anastasia's at the library studying, and this guy named Henry comes up to her. All these characters all at once. I need a whiteboard!
Yes, but I'm sticking with it.
Henry comes up and is like, hey, Nathan's a good guy. Like, he wasn't lying to you. He was just trying to, like, stick up for his teammate like a good captain should. So Anastasia's like, yeah, maybe, but, like, he still lied to me. Like, he still could have explained that to me. But, like, I do feel like she's being unreasonable.
Yeah, like, he didn't know you at all. Like, he didn't know...
Has no reason to.
She could have told everybody. Like...
Henry and Anastasia become, like, best friends.
Cute.
Which definitely makes Nathan jealous. Okay? There's obvious tension between the ice skating team and the hockey team. And even the coaches can feel it. And so they decide to do an icebreaker.
Be friends!
So they do speed dating.
Alright, cute.
Okay? When it's, like, her turn to be paired with Nathan, they kind of start talking and they kind of, like, build a bridge. Robbie and Lola hit it off at the party. They've kind of been, like, flirty texting, but they're not, like, official yet. But it's Robbie's birthday and they're throwing a party. And so they're like, hey, how do we get Anastasia and Lola here? Because that's what Robbie would want for his birthday. And so Nathan's like, hey, we're having this party. You should come. And she's like, F off. Like, of course I'm not going to go. But then... she goes.
Oh, okay.
The, like, bridge has already been built, so they're, like, trying to, like, build a foundation for that friendship. Anastasia needs to use the bathroom, and there's, like, a huge line. So
Always.
Nathan's like, there's a bathroom in my bedroom, come with me. Okay? He makes a comment, like, what do you want me to do? Like, kneel down in front of you and beg? I don't know if it was, like, for forgiveness or for friendship. I don't remember. But he makes some kind of comment. She was like, the only time I want you to kneel in front of me... as if ...
Okay.
Okay?
She says it to him?
Yep. Yes. So, like, sexual tension is, like...
is there.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay? And he's like, oh, like, you just said that to me, so he does the lean. They end up kissing. They end up doing a lot more than kissing. But they don't sleep together. They just, like, fool around.
Okay.
Anastasia freaks out, runs away.
Okay.
And Nathan's like, what the heck? Like, you can't just, like, get me off and then leave.
Quit it.
Yeah. A few days later, he shows up early to practice to confront her. Like, what the heck? We had a really great night, and you ran away, and then now, like, radio silence. And when he shows up early, he witnesses her falling, and she actually hits her head, and it starts bleeding.
Yeah.
And so Nathan, like, goes into action, and is like, let me help clean it up, and he's, like, so sweet and attentive. Aaron, the jackass, just basically, like, blames the whole thing on her, okay? Aaron is a jackass because he is so, like, controlling of her. He's very, like, demeaning towards her. And he's, like, even makes comments about her weight. Like, oh, I can tell you've gained weight this week because it was, like, a little harder to lift you and things like that. Which... is not healthy. Like, that's gonna affect a girl.
Real, like, partnership long term.
Yeah.
We're gonna do this together. Yeah.
So you already, like, kind of have a bad taste in your mouth when it comes to Aaron. But, like, they are good friends. They are good roommates. They skate beautifully together. Like, they have to get along.
And it's hard because she's like, he's gonna get me where I want to go.
Exactly.
I can't just drop him and find someone
Olympics
else.
is the goal. Yep. So the next day, it's the home opener, and they win. Lola and Anastasia go to celebrate with them because Roby...
Roby's cute name, though. It's a nickname.
No, it's not. Lola and Robbie are, like, officially a thing, okay? So they're at the club, And Nathan's definitely checking Anastasia out. But Nathan's also like, she has to come to me. Like, I put myself out there and she ran away. And Anastasia's like, I know what he's doing, so I'm going to make him jealous, and starts talking to one of the other hockey players.
Okay.
And Nathan just comes up immediately and is like, let's go dance. And she's like,
And
I win. Like, she, like, ball's in her court, right? Mm-hmm. So they have fun dancing. There's definitely sexual tension. And then everybody's like, let's just go back to the apartment where a group of the hockey players are at, right? So they're all sharing an Uber, the 4 roommates and then the 2 girls. And obviously there's not enough seats. So Anastasia's on Nate's lap.
Oh, dang it.
And they definitely fool around. Which, yep, that's the right reaction. I would be pissed if I was in a car with you and you and Adam started doing whatever. Like one right next to you because we're crammed in a car.
Like, just wait 20 minutes.
Just wait 20 minutes. Right? So awkward. So awkward.
Where the car is so packed that I have to sit on someone's lap to fit in the car.
Mm-hmm. Right? And it's not just like a flirting, like, oh, I'm going to tickle you, or like, I'm going to kiss your neck.
That is, alright.
When they get back to the house, Lola's like, you just had sex. You guys are like fooling around in the car, and she's like embarrassed, but like it happened.
So crazy.
I know. And Anastasia even makes a comment like, I feel like I smell like sex. And I'm like, you probably do. You probably
and your friends do as well. Gosh.
Yeah, that was the right
That
reaction.
Uber driver's probably like looking in the review like, what is happening?
Yeah, I don't even know.
1 star.
So when they head back to the place, Anastasia's like, hey, let's go to your room. Nathan is like, no, like, I'm not going to sleep with you while you're drunk. The last time we did something, you, like, ran off. Like, no, we're not sleeping together. And Anastasia feels very rejected. He falls asleep, and then she, like, goes to sneak out. But they weren't in his bedroom very long because they didn't do anything.
Because they'd already done it in the car.
And so, like, as she's leaving, everyone else is still awake. They're like, where are you going? And she's like, oh, I'm just going to get an Uber. And Lola's like, no, you're not. You're drunk. Like, I'm not letting you leave. Like, just stay the night in Henry's room. So when Nathan wakes up and is like, crap, she left. She ran away again. Goes downstairs. I don't even know where Anastasia is. I hope she's okay. And they're like, oh, yeah, she's in Henry's room. He's like, what?
Interesting.
So he goes to the room. Henry's on the blow-up mattress. She's on the bed. And he's like, okay. So the next day, Nathan's like, hey, let's hang out tonight. She's like, oh, sorry, I already have plans. And he's like, what the heck? Like, come on, just hang out with me. So she's like, I'll tell you what. If you can find me before midnight, we can do whatever in your bedroom. And so he's like, deal, done. So he spends the whole night
just like
running around the whole, like going to all these random frat parties, like trying to figure out where she's at. Turns out she recruited JJ to help her. JJ is their other roommate. Mm-hmm. She's like, hey, you want to help me get Nathan? Let's plan a party tonight, but don't make sure nobody knows to tell Nathan. So the whole night, she was at his house. And he FaceTimes her. And he's like, what the heck? Like, you're right where I want you the whole night, and you had me on this wild goose chase. So he rushes home. Her and JJ are just, like, in the kitchen, like, laughing. And Nathan is, like, irritated and starts walking towards them. And this girl named Summer intercepts. Okay. Him and Summer talk for a minute, and then they go up to his bedroom. Dick move, right?
She's getting a taste of her medicine, I guess.
Summer is the girl he's been crushing on his whole college career. She's like the one he can never get. Okay? And Anastasia knows this. So this is the first time ever in her life, which, how? I hate her. This is the first time she's ever felt jealousy. Okay?
What would that be like? That is not a real thing. It's not real.
Yeah. Her life is just not my life. It never will be. Anyway, Summer comes down shortly after, but Nathan doesn't. So Anastasia goes up to his room, and he's like, I know what you think, but it's not that. Okay. She's like, well, what was it then? He was like, Summer and I have become really good friends. She started her period unexpectedly. We happen to carry, like, women things because we have guests over all the time, and she needed some of our stash. Remember, Anastasia has felt jealousy for the first time ever. Boom. They do it.
Of course they do.
Okay. Definitely a lot more build up, but
It writes, boom, they do it. Period.
In my notes, I always say, and then ... because that's what they do in Mamma Mia. ...
Props to a group of men having period ready.
I know, right? Actually, it's
women.
Henry that has the...
Of course it is.
I know. We love Henry. Okay, so ... right? It's beautiful. It's like the best she's ever had. It's the best he's ever had.
Okay.
They're like smitten little kittens, okay? Mm-hmm. This definitely puts a strain on her relationship with Aaron because, are we surprised?
Yeah, she can't have anybody else in her life.
I know, right? So that weekend it's Halloween. They're at the club and all of the hockey team are dressed up as minions.
Like Despicable Me minions?
And Nathan is dressed up like Gru.
I was thinking like it's gonna be this sexy Halloween party. Wow, that's amazing. And
Anastasia shows up in a hockey jersey.
Okay.
But it's not Nathan's. It's JJ's. And Nathan is not okay with that. So he like pulls her to the bathroom and is like, take it off right now. And so she does, and she's in a cheerleading uniform. So it was like all in a setup, right? But they're in the bathroom. He's checking her out. Yep. One thing leads to another, and... ... So when they come out, they actually see Aaron. Mm-hmm. And he's injured his arm, and it's in a sling. Oh. This is a huge deal because regionals are in like 2 weeks, 3 weeks at this point.
She didn't know he was injured?
Mm-mm. Oh. So that like definitely puts her in
who's stupid now, Aaron? What were you doing? You're not committed to the team.
Do you want to guess?
No. I don't know.
We don't know what happens, but he blames Nathan.
Alright.
And so Anastasia's like, what the frick, Nathan? Like, you know how important this is to me, and you just jeopardized my future? Like, I'm done. Okay?
But are there more details? Like, Aaron was just like, he did it! And she's like, Nathan! We're done! And Nathan's like, what? Oh my gosh! Like, she just, like, trusts him at his word. Like...
Because why would Aaron... What does Aaron have to lose? Why would he lie? So, everybody in the ice skating world finds out word that Aaron is hurt. And when he's confronted, he says, I don't know, it was somebody on the hockey team. They spilled water in front of my locker so that I would, like, slip and fall. So the hockey coach is, like, pissed, brings them all together and says, I know one of you did it. You guys better fess up. Until you fess up, you're all benched and we will forfeit every game.
Whoa. This coach is committed.
I know.
Jeez Louise.
I know. Nathan is a very loyal friend. Mm-hmm. Realizes that everybody's career is in jeopardy.
So he takes the fall. Anastasia
finds out about this and is even more pissed. Because at the club, Nathan was like, it's not me. Like, I didn't do it. Aaron, tell her you're lying. But then when he confesses, she's like, what the frick? Like, 1, you jeopardized my future. 2, you lied to me by saying you didn't do it when really you did. Like, don't talk to me. I'm done.
It would be something that you would immediately overreact and not be level-headed about. Of like, but did you really do it? Or were you doing it to save your team? Like, to that, something that means that much to her, I too would be like, screw you! I'm totally screwed.
Absolutely. 2 weeks go by. And Anastasia has talked to her therapist about this. But she's kind of, like, starting to realize, like, I miss Nathan. And, like, it just doesn't add up.
Right.
Like, if he liked me as much as I thought he did, jeopardizing Aaron is going to jeopardize me, and why would he do that? And she misses him. But she's also, like, afraid of being rejected because she was, like, pretty harsh with him. And so she's like, I'm not going to reach out.
Like, it's too late. It's whatever.
Time goes by. It's the day of regionals. Nate has been cleared to skate. And while... Of course, Nate has been cleared to skate. Aaron has been cleared to skate. While Aaron was out, Nathan also had to be out. That was, like, his punishment.
Oh.
If Aaron doesn't skate, Nate doesn't skate.
Okay.
They're good to go for regionals.
Good.
Nate is clear to play in his game. Okay. After the game, they win. They're ready to celebrate. Goes back to the hotel room, and it's like very like grim, somber. And he's like, "What the heck? We're supposed to be celebrating." Mm-hmm. Find out, Aaron dropped Anastasia.
Oh no!
I know.
Like during the performance?
Mm-hmm. His wrist gave out, which is his arm that was injured, and she fell.
Is she okay?
Yes.
Is this one of these books where she like dies randomly or something?
Just wait till the end. He immediately rushes home because he's like, I don't care. Like I need to make sure she's okay. I need her to know that like I'm here for her. Walks in, she's wearing his t-shirt.
Oh.
And so instantly he's like, come here, right?
And she's not like paralyzed or her head's attached to her body?
She has major bruising.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, he doesn't even have to like say anything. He just like hug, cuddle. It's like the cutest, sweetest.
That's
like
nice.
Exactly.
Like no games, just like exactly. I just need you.
Exactly. Yep. And she realizes like how much she needed that from him, and is so appreciative that like he was able to like put aside all their other like tiffs before and just like be there when she needed him. Thankfully, Aaron and Anastasia do qualify for regionals or qualify in regionals, so they're able to go to nationals.
Okay.
But before, when Aaron hurt his arm, he was out for like 2 weeks. Now he's out for like 6 weeks, I think. Mm-hmm. And so Anastasia is freaking out because she can't practice with Aaron.
Yeah.
She has to practice on her own. And now she has some major anxiety about doing the routine because every time she does that lift, she's going to remember falling.
And she's going to wonder if the wrist is ever really going to heal. And
Yep. Are you going to catch me? Are you going to drop me? Like, major anxiety. Okay? And sweet Nathan says, well, I'm benched while Aaron's out. I can't skate and do hockey.
Oh, so that starts over again. Oh, okay.
I might as well skate with you.
Cute.
So she's like teaching him the routine and like going through it. But anytime they like go to lift, she's like, nope, stop. Like I can't do it. Yeah. So one day he takes her to the pool, and they practice the whole routine in the pool because if she falls,
like Dirty Dancing.
Do they do it in the pool?
I think they do it in like some river or something.
Oh really?
Yeah.
I haven't seen it in years, but yeah, which is exactly what she needed. When Anastasia started practicing with Nathan, Aaron freaks out on her and says some horrible things to her face. And so Anastasia calls Nathan and was like, get me out of here. Like, I don't feel welcome in my home. I don't feel safe in my home. And so while they are skating partners, they're also roommates.
Okay.
She's staying at Nathan's place. And they call it playing house because while we're playing house, like, skating doesn't exist, drama with Aaron doesn't exist, school stress doesn't exist, like, we're just in the moment. Like, this is a safe place. While they're figure skating partners, they've made, like, a no sex rule.
Oh, cool.
And so they haven't slept together in a long time. Anastasia and Nathan were hanging out, and they went to like lunch or something. All she wanted was a salad because that's all that was allowed in her like nutrition plan. And so Nathan was like, all you ever eat is salad. Like, you had no wiggle room in your like nutrition plan. Like, that's not healthy, because he's going into sports medicine, so he's definitely taking nutrition classes. He knows the benefits of like counting your macros. He knows the benefits of having like some carb in your diet. So he looks over her nutrition plan and finds out she's highly calorie deficient and highly just like nutrient deficient.
And which means she's not like strong. Like
While Nathan and Anastasia are playing house, he's also helping her come up with a new nutrition plan. But she does not have a healthy relationship with food. Eating carbs, for example,
feels like she is giving up on her dream or not supporting it or whatever.
Exactly. And so he's trying to like help her work through that. And they cook together a lot. And JJ actually loves cooking. And so they cook together a lot. And it's like helping heal that part of her slowly. She does gain weight in that time, but it's muscle weight. Because now she has the right nutrients, like she's able to build her muscle mass and get stronger. But it does definitely like it's like a blow to her self-esteem. She's like, I'm gaining weight. It's a hard journey to like, food relationship is... That's a whole other day.
Yeah, I could see one therapist just about that.
I know, exactly. A huge part of this new nutrition plan is her coach is like 100% on board with this plan, and her coach actually didn't know about the nutrition plan she was on before. Okay. And so she was like, what the heck, Anastasia, this is what you've been doing for the last 3 years? Like, I had no idea. I never would have approved that. So that also like kind of like discounts
freaking Aaron's
plan. I know. So at Christmas time, they basically declare feelings for each other, which they've known, but they like talk about it. So they have a Christmas party. Surprise, I feel like they always have parties. And they basically make it known to everyone else that like this is a thing. They're in the backyard roasting marshmallows. She actually falls asleep sitting in Nathan's lap. She's like this like me holding my niece is like what I imagine she's like in Nathan's lap, right?
Which is crazy.
I know. They just like talk about her like 5'2", thin, mini frame.
Because every heroine in every story is little and cute and petite.
I know. It will never be me. I get the point. Thanks for the reminder. While she's like cuddled up in his lap falling asleep, she's like jolted awake, and Nathan like throws her, like sets her down on a chair and like runs. She's like, what the heck is happening? Goes in the house. There's this like fight that breaks out.
Oh, I was like, fire!
No, fight. Okay. She goes in. She sees Nathan pinning Aaron against the wall. She sees Henry.
Who was hurting Henry?
Right?
Nobody touches Henry.
Okay. Right? You feel me. So Aaron gets kicked out. It's this like the party's over, and Anastasia's like, "What happened?" Yeah. So Henry's like, "Don't worry about it. I took care of it." And she's like, "No, what happened?" Come to find out, Aaron was saying horrible things about Anastasia. It's not the first time Aaron has said horrible things about Anastasia. There's been times when they've been at like basketball games and overheard him talking about her. He talks about it with like other friends at UCLA that are also friends with them, and they hear about it, saying things like she's a jersey chaser, like just dating Nathan because he's the captain, just like she dated Ryan, who was the captain, saying that he's using Nathan for his money because she's too poor to afford anything, so she needs Nathan in her life. Saying that she's unlovable because her biological parents didn't even want her and put her up for adoption.
Damn!
Saying that her parents only adopted her because they wanted somebody to fill up their trophy case.
The hell?
Right? Saying that she's gaining weight. Okay? Horrible things. After everything, they go back to their room. Damn bricks, right? And Nathan is so sweet with her. We love them.
I don't know why I started wanting to sing I Will Remember You, because it doesn't even fit with the scenario. That's like death. Animals. Or animals in a shelter. I don't know.
Christmas break has started, or is starting soon, and they're talking about plans for Christmas break. They decide that the first part of the break, they'll spend it with Anastasia's parents. The second part of the break, they'll go to Nathan's house in Colorado.
But that's like serious, like going home, meeting the parents,
right? And he's so nervous to meet the parents, but like it goes beautifully. And they see that she's healthier. They see that she's happier. They see that Anastasia's like starting to thrive, and so that definitely helps like with meeting Nathan. And he's just like such a sweet guy to begin with. Like you can't not love Nathan, right? So it goes very well. Then they go to Colorado. His dad and sister are on a vacation. They have the place to themselves, and it's like perfect. There's a lake that's frozen over in the backyard, so they can like go skating, practice their routine. He teaches her hockey. They cook together. They basically have like a no clothes rule because it's just the two of them for once. Their relationship is thriving. Was that a knock?
Yes.
One day Anastasia wakes up and there's a note that says, I have a secret mission. I'll be back. Can you make yourself comfortable? There's breakfast in the fridge or whatever. Come to find out, he's picking up her Christmas present that he had delivered. While he's gone, she's like, well, what am I supposed to do with my time? So she goes out and skates on the lake.
Cute.
Falls through there.
Falls through the ice. I knew it. I knew it.
I didn't know if I should like build it up or just tell you, and I got nervous, so I just told you. I should have built it up more. Thankfully, when she falls through the ice, she's actually on the phone with Nathan, because he's like, hey, I just got home and I can't find you. And she's like, oh, I'm on the ice.
Oh, so he's there.
And he even says, like, what are you doing? Like, you're at a thin part of the ice. Like, come back. And then sees her fall. So he freaks out. Thankfully, he's able to save her. She realized as she was falling through the ice,
she was falling for him.
Her, like, life flashed before her eyes, and her first thought was, I'm going to die, and Nathan doesn't even know I love him.
Cute.
And so when she didn't die, she was like, I have to tell him, right? Mm-hmm. And Nathan obviously loves her, too.
Yeah, he's like, you know what? I've been thinking.
I thought we were like a non-committal. What do they say in Barbie?
Oh, that's going to bug me. Dang, that's going to bug me. I don't know.
Non-committal situation, whatever.
Yeah.
Shit. They take it pretty easy for a few days. And then they finally decide, okay, like Christmas is past, like we should probably open presents for each other. And it's so fun because she gets him like leopard print leggings for like when they go like figure skating together, and he gets her pajamas because he was like, I was gonna get lingerie, that felt like too much.
More of a present for me.
Yeah. And then he actually gets her an iPad because her life is dictated by her planner. Now she can like do it digitally. She gets him an empty box.
All right.
And then takes off her robe and is wearing a jersey that says his last name on it. Because remember, she was wearing someone else's jersey and that didn't go over well. They start doing it. And guess who walks in?
His dad.
Yeah, mood kill. His relationship with his dad is strained. Because Nathan was always expected to take over the family business. They run a ski resort. And he doesn't want to. He wants to play hockey. And Dad never approved of this plan. Never understood it. It was Mom that was like, yeah, you should play hockey, right? Mom has since passed. And while she was sick, Nathan's dad cheated on her.
Oh, damn.
So, like, there's always been this tension. And Anastasia knows this, and so she's nervous meeting the dad. And Nathan's dad is very hard on Nathan's sister, Sasha, because Sasha skis, and he wants her to, like, compete and, like, go for the gold. They go to lunch, and Sasha orders a burger, and the dad's like, nope, that's not in your meal plan. Like, you have to get this salad or this salad.
Which is, like, triggering and, like, red flag for Anastasia, because she's like, no!
And so she speaks up.
Okay, good.
And she stands up for Sasha and says, one burger is not going to throw her off. If she wants a burger, she can have a burger. I'm going to get one too. We'll eat it together.
And that's bold to say in front of the dad that you're just meeting.
The first time, exactly. They leave the next day to fly home to California, and as they're, like, packing up their things, taking it to the car, the dad pulls Nathan aside and is like, I like her.
Because those kind of business guys are always like, oh, you stood up to me? No one ever stands up to me.
Yeah, I know, right? And he actually says, she reminds me of your mom.
Cute.
Right? When they get back, Aaron has been cleared to skate.
Oh.
Which is good because Nationals is in like a week or something like that. Aaron and Anastasia have like a meeting with the coach. Aaron kind of tries to gaslight her and is basically like, well, what did you expect from me? Like, you weren't there when I needed you. Like, my world was falling apart and you just like moved out. And Anastasia's like, you haven't even apologized. Like, you've done this, you did that, you did this, you did that, you did this. And this is the first time the coach is like realizing what happened, right?
And like, oh, things aren't good between you two.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And so she's like, I don't know what you want from me. I have nothing else to give you. And Aaron's like, well, maybe we should do couples therapy.
All right.
And the coach is like, yep, that's what you need. Nathan is not okay with this because he's like, Aaron is so toxic. Does not treat you right. Obviously.
Like, he needs to go to therapy as a person.
Yeah. What is Anastasia to do? She wants to make it to the Olympics. I know. She can't make it without her partner. She can't get a new partner. Nationals is in a week. So they go to therapy. But it's actually really good for them because anytime Aaron tries to, like, blame Anastasia, the therapist's like, hold on.
Yeah. Like, someone is there to be like, no, No, that's gaslighting or whatever. Yeah.
So it's good and validating for Anastasia. They're able to like put their personal lives aside to focus on their professional lives. But she's so nervous for nationals because her and Aaron have only been practicing for a week. Last time she competed, she was dropped. Like, she's just anxious. They go to nationals, and Nathan actually has a game, so he's not able to like go with her, which super bummer. But also she's like, I support you, you support me. Nathan's playing against UCLA, which remember the whole generator drama, right?
Big game.
And so they already have like heated emotions, like we have to win, we have to prove that we're like better, we have to prove that we came out on top, even though they tried to sabotage us, right? But also UCLA and I always forget
their actual school,
UCMH, are like in close proximity, so they like kind of like are friends, like just shooting the breeze. And Nathan's like, oh, I actually have to go, like my girlfriend's competing in nationals, and he's like, oh, you're dating Anastasia, bummer what happened with Aaron. And Nathan's like, what happened with Aaron?
What happened with Aaron?
And the captain's like, oh, you don't know? We were playing football and he got injured. And so Nathan's like, fucking hell.
Like he set it all up.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he's such an ass.
Gets there just in time for her to like go on the ice and like perform the best they've ever performed.
Good.
At the end of their routine, Aaron kisses Anastasia.
Ah, bleh. I hate even picturing it. Look.
Anastasia freaks out, runs off the ice, bawling her eyes out. Aaron's like, what the heck? What's the big deal? Like, we wanted them to think that we were like a good partnership, blah, blah, blah.
Well, so you could tell me if that was your plan,
ask
even.
for consent.
Yes.
And as they're freaking out, Nathan comes out, sees Anastasia crying, realizes instantly Anastasia had nothing to do with it, realizes Aaron kissed her without her permission, punches Aaron. Okay.
Final straw.
And as they're leaving, Anastasia's like, if we end up making it to the next round, tell him I'm out. I will make it to the Olympics as a soloist. And she's for real. Like, they never compete again. Fast forward 2 years.
Oh, okay.
Anastasia's pregnant.
Wow, okay.
With a healthy baby girl.
Cute.
When she won the gold medal, they celebrated
good
and
times.
got pregnant. Yep. Nathan won the Stanley Cup with his
This is amazing. This is a great year for them.
I know. They're on their baby moon, and Nathan proposes, and the end.
That's so cute.
We love them.
I love that. I love a good fast forward of like, this is where they are now. That's so darling. That's a happy book.
Think about this baby. Like, mom is a gold medalist, and dad is a Stanley Cup winner. Like, is it a Stanley Cup?
Yeah, Stanley.
Okay. Like, is it that?
I thought that too, and I thought of Stanley, That's crazy. Yeah, can you imagine, like, the pressure? Like, yeah, mom and dad, I want to be a teacher. Like, sorry.
Exactly.
That'd be crazy. Oh, that was so cute. I'm so glad nobody died. Nothing bad happened, kind of.
Yes.